up, guys? Welcome back to Media Wars. Thank you so much for supporting and subscribing to the channel. Tonight's video, we're gonna be talking about a one-time big shot. Somebody that actually had it all and lost it all. Damon Dash. Damon Dash was the founder of Roc-A-Fella Records. Him and Jay-Z teamed up, started the label. It took off. They had a bunch of artists, including Kanye West, Freeway, Beanie Sigel, Memphis Bleek, and many others. They also made two movies, State Property and State Property 2. They probably made some more, but those are the only two I know of. One thing I can say about Damon Dash is that he's done. He's done. Damon Dash is done. There is no more Damon Dash, pretty much. Damon Dash literally, by himself, ruined his own career. Literally. Because he was so disrespectful to so many people. He was just an asshole. He still is. The guy's a prick. I mean, and he ruined his own career. Single-handedly. Damon Dash actually used to get a lot of heat because, like, he went to prep school. There was even that show they did. It wasn't a show, it was like a DVD. It's called Backstage, where it shows like all these major labels that went on tour together. The Rough Riders, Murder Inc., Def Jam, Roc-A-Fella, Redman, Method Man, DMX. It was so many big time artists, and they all went on a tour together. I think it was the Hard Knock Life tour. It was years ago. It was like back in the late 90s. It was like 98, 99. And one part of that DVD, they were actually giving Damon Dash heat because his friend from prep school was like this dorky white guy to show up to visit him. And they were like, what? Now Damon Dash is done. He's officially done. This is the guy that had it all. He had millions of dollars. He had a #1 record label at one point in the whole world and had Jay-Z as a partner. When you have Jay-Z as a partner, you be on your best behavior at all times. And apparently there was a big fallout between two of them, and Jay-Z ended up buying Damon Dash out of the company. I mean, the guy literally ruined himself. Literally. He was treating people way too disrespectful all the time. All the time. The guy is just an asshole. And what's sad is he didn't even learn his lesson. He still treats people like that. He still is very disrespectful. He's still an asshole. And here, he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have a label anymore. Or if he does, nobody knows what it is. He doesn't have any artists. If he does, nobody knows who they are. I know Memphis Bleek was riding with them for a long time. Memphis Bleek was putting up with a lot from him because he was friends with them. They were friends. He was very supportive of Damon Dash, but he even got into a big fight with them on the plane, and he flat out told them, that's why nobody messes with you anymore. You're too disrespectful. Damon Dash is the only guy I know that went on a TV show with his kids, a therapy show, and was calling his kids stupid, dumb, other names. Like, why in the hell would you do that? How are you gonna disrespect your own kids on national television? There was another show that he did. I don't know what it was, but it showed him in a jacuzzi or a pool at his house. He lives in a regular neighborhood now. He doesn't have millions of dollars anymore. He lost it all. I will support Damon Dash on the Lee Daniels incident. Apparently he loaned Lee Daniels $2 million to make a movie. I think it was Precious. He loaned him $2 million to go make a movie. And Lee Daniels never paid him back. And not only did he not pay him back, he didn't include him on the movie. He didn't give him any credit. Not as a producer, not as an executive producer, nothing. Didn't give him any shout outs. So then he finally runs in to Lee Daniels at like some kind of concert. I don't know what it was, but there was some known people there for sure. So he runs into Lee Daniels and he confronts him about the money. And you can read the lips and the subtitles where Lee Daniels was admitting that he was wrong for not paying him and that he wanted to include him on another movie that Lee Daniels is doing. And Damon Dash was like, no, I don't want to hear that. Just give me the money. Now, when you owe somebody $2 million, I'd be upset too, especially when he's dodging you. Now, apparently he ended up dropping the lawsuit because Lee Daniels did pay him. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but apparently that's what the rumor's going around. That he was gonna sue Lee Daniels for the $2 million. Probably even more than that, but Lee Daniels ended up giving him a fat check, from what I heard. That's all I heard about it. What's sad is if he would have done it right, he would still be on top. It's like Suge Knight. You have an opportunity to be on top of the world, have all these great artists, have millions and millions of dollars, be a top successful person, be known, be respected, and make all this money, and you just shoot yourself in the back. Damon Dash is done. And he put it all on himself. Like, there's no one to blame but Damon Dash. You gotta respect people to get ahead. You gotta respect people to get where you need to go. You can't just start a record label, take off, and then just be an asshole. And it really went bad for him when Jay-Z cut off. Because he had the #1 hip-hop artist. I mean, the #1 hip-hop artist in my eyes is Eminem, Dr. Dre, stuff like that. Jay-Z, I never really liked his music, but a lot of people do. A lot of people love Jay-Z. So you had Jay-Z as your partner, and you screwed it up. I think the power got to Dame Dash's head. Honestly, I think the power got to his head. He had millions of dollars. He had a big time label. He felt like that he can just talk to anybody, anyway, be disrespectful. And he fucked up. No other reason. He fucked up. When Dame Dash got the fat check from Lee Daniels, he should have moved to like Mexico or another country or a small town where that money can go a long way, like Missouri or something like that. So he can live like a rich person instead of living in like New York or LA and just getting by. So, I mean, he's in a bad spot. He's done. His career is done. He will never be where he was ever again. He is done, and he did it to himself. Just stupidity. I know he was on the Breakfast Club interview and No Jumper and stuff, but at the end of the day, they even said he's done. He's stupid. He's done. He's out. Dame Dash, bye-bye. Next.